All right, class, these are my volunteers. This is my visual aid. And I'm going to pass the phone off to this gentleman. And we'll get started. So, hey, my name's Brett. I am been a member of the class all semester. And I am doing my final speech. So I'm doing it live from Discount Tire. I've been working all day. These guys volunteered to stay back. So let's just kind of get started. So, what is the attribution theory? So the attribution theory is either a dispositional or a situational attribution that dictates how I react to something or how you react to something. So Elizabeth Hopper said in October 1st, 2018, in The Psychology of Interpreting Behavior, that the attribution theory is used to describe how a person behaves or how we behave. So, who created it? So, Fritz Heider created it in the 50s. Saul McLeod states in 1st of June 1970 in the Attribution Theory article that Heider pieced together this theory by combining a couple different theories. And he did that to show a dispositional or a situational attribution on why people do the things they do or react the way they react. So let's get down to it as the attribution theory, internal versus external, or situational versus dispositional. So an internal would be, for example, if you're having a bad day and someone's talking to you and says something, and normally you have a pretty pleasant response to it, or just don't really kind of let it roll off your back. Today you lash out. Okay, that is because of a dispositional attribution inside yourself causing you to lash out. You're lashing out because you're upset inside and you're taking it out on the person. Now let's say that you're riding down the street and you have a tire blowout. We'll use that example because we're a Discount Tire. So you have a tire blowout and now you're suddenly upset. Well, the situation of the tire blowing out is what's making you upset. So that is the situational attribution. So those are kind of the two differences. And how does the attribution theory apply to you? Well, like Elizabeth Hopper said in her article, it applies in everyday life. So how you react to something or how someone reacts to something you say, and you need to determine whether it's situational or whether it is dispositional, because it'll help you distinguish, and for me, it's helped me distinguish between the two so it's kind of helped my mental health. Why am I lashing out? Why am I doing the things I'm doing to people whenever, it's because I'm hurting on the inside. And when the situational attributions arise, I can dictate and I can distinguish between the two and really look at it in a healthy, rational way. So that's kind of how it applies to everyday life and how it applies to me and how it applies to you. So for this presentation, I was asked to talk about how it relates to a movie, and the movie I chose was Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. So if you haven't seen the movie, it's a Star Wars movie, and it's the end of the last trilogy that just came out. Well, in the middle of this movie, Kylo Ren, who is the antagonist for most of the series, is caught in the middle. All right, so he just battled Rey, who is the protagonist, and after this battle, Kylo Ren, if you haven't seen the rest of the movies, kills his father, Han Solo, in the beginning of the last trilogy. Well, Han, through the Force, has an encounter with Kylo, and Kylo at this point is broken and defeated. He just got defeated by this this female who is stronger than he is, and he's learned the truth about who she is, and he just feels defeated and he feels terrible for all the things he's done. Well, while talking with Han Solo, he feels that he can't turn back good. Han says the words, "Come home, son," and he feels like he can't. He says, "Your son is dead." Well, the reason he says this is because of all the guilt that he's attributed through killing his father and doing all these terrible things he's done as a Sith. He feels like he can't come back to the good side. Well, Ben, he refers to Kylo Ren as Ben, and eventually is able to talk Kylo off the ledge, figuratively. Kylo reawakens, throws his lightsaber into the water, and that basically symbolizes the fact that he is turning good and moving forward. And eventually, kind of ending the movie for you, they end up killing the Emperor Palpatine, him and Rey do together. But how that scene is specific to the attribution theory is because the internal struggle he had was preventing him from turning good until he was able to talk to his father, Han Solo. So talking to Han Solo is the situational attribution, because that conversation, that encounter, gave him the strength to be able to move forward. Okay, so wrapping it up, sorry about the technical difficulties with that, but wrapping it up, so we've talked about what is the attribution theory, and who created it. So it's created by Fritz Heider. He wanted to combine a couple theories to kind of get to the bottom of why people were reacting the way they were reacting. Was it dispositional? Was it situational? We talked about what it is. Dispositional, internal. Okay? I feel bad, I want to make you feel bad too. All right? Situational, something happened, I reacted to it. And we talked about how it applies to the movie Star Wars. Okay, with Han Solo and Kylo Ren's encounter together, they were able to talk about, distinguish between the internal struggle Kylo had, which was the dispositional, and then the situational of the encounter itself, allowing him to throw the lightsaber into the water and move forward. So wrapping that up, guys, I want to thank y'all, you three especially, for staying back and helping me out with this. And I want to thank the class for listening, and Professor Welch, I want to thank you for, I know we didn't get to meet face to face, but I thought the class helped out a lot, and I think this theory is pretty awesome, and it's actually helped me out. So with that, I'll conclude it, and everybody have a good day. So thanks.